What's up everyone, this is CyberKnight 8610, and today we have some more cards that I want to talk about. I thought I would give these two cards kind of their own video because their effects are just, half the screen basically. So yeah, both of these are going to be in the Collector's Pack 17, which is the pack that's coming out for Japan. No idea how we'll get these cards. We'll probably get some kind of special pack or thrown into a set or something for us. But anyway, we have a new fusion for Odd Eyes, which is Odd Eyes Venom Dragon, as well as DDD Superdoom King Darkness Armageddon. So a lot of adjectives really in that card's name too. So yeah, these are brand new pendulum monsters, one being a fusion pendulum, the other one being an XC pendulum. So I thought I would, like I said, just make their own video for these two. And then in the next video, I'll talk about the other cards that were revealed in the Collector's Pack 17, because there's, like a new Super Heavy Samurai card, there's a new Gladiator Beast, there's a lot of things, even a new Amazonist card. So we'll talk about those later on. But like I said, let's go ahead and talk about these. And this first one, obviously, as you can tell, it's Odd Eyes of Venom Dragon. So it's basically an actual combination for Odd Eyes and Starving Venom. So it's cool to actually see they made a card for them. I was hoping that'd be the case because I like Zark because it is a fusion pendulum, but I was hoping kind of Odd Eyes would have something a little separate, one where it's both of those two, combined instead too. So it looks like they ended up doing that, and yeah, let's go ahead and talk about it. It is a Dark Fusion Pendulum Dragon, like I've already said. It has the scale of 1, and let's see, level 10, 3,300 attack, and 2,500 defense. Its pendulum effect is, once per turn, you can target one fusion monster you control. It gains 1,000 attack for each monster your opponent currently controls until the end of this turn. And then the monster effect is, well, first off, it requires one Starving Venom monster and one Odd Eyes monster to fuse into it. And its effect is, must first be Fusion Summon or Pendulum Summon. It cannot be Special Summon by other ways. Once per turn, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls until the end phase. This card gains attack equal to that monster's current attack. Also, this card's name becomes that monster's original name. Also replaces this effect with that monster's original effect. And the second part of the effect is, if this card is destroyed while in the monster zone, you can special summon one card from your pendulum zone, and if you do, place this card in your pendulum zone. So as you guys can see, this card is awesome. I know pendulums are getting nerfed and everything because of link summoning, but like I've said before, and I've said this with the other forms of summoning, I feel like they're going to come back, after link summoning's been around for about 2 or 3 sets. I feel like we're going to see pendulums kind of back in the meta and everything too. And this card is actually kind of terrifying. It kind of feels like almost like a god card or something for pendulums. Anyway, that first effect, the pendulum effect, it makes it so that you can power up one of your fusion monsters and give it 1,000 attack for each monster your opponent currently controls until the end of that turn. So, they have one monster, you gain 1,000, 2 monsters, 2,000. And then if they have a full field of monsters, have 5 monsters, then you are actually gaining 5,000 attack from this. This is a card that can make one of your fusion monsters gain 5,000 attack. That is insane. It doesn't matter what you're talking about on that. That is insane for another monster to be able to power one up to levels like 5,000 or 4,000 even, or any of that. Like even 1,000 attack is great. But whenever you can bring it up that high, that's pretty insane. And then of course the monster effect too, it makes it so you have to use a Starving Venom monster and then an Odd Eyes monster, which I'm glad just says that, not like the cards themselves. That makes it a little bit easier to bring out. And then also it's able to basically become any one of your opponent's monsters. It gains its name, it gains its effect, everything. Its attack and everything too. So with that, you can just copy one of your opponent's monsters and take on everything about it. So that can be something that can be very useful for you. I mean, obviously on that, one of their strongest monsters, they have like their ace monster out there. You're taking that over. You're actually, taking one of their monsters in a way and making it yours. So another great card on that. And kind of like with the XC pendulums that we've seen for Odd Eyes, it also has an effect where if it's destroying the monster zone, you can get it back into your pendulum zone, which then you have that pendulum effect then that you could use. And also you get special summon one of your cards from your pendulum zone as well. So you're getting a special summon, as well as a way to add this to the pendulum zone, which you're gaining a card with a scale of 1. So that pretty much works with everything, as well as, like I said, that pendulum effect. So just all around, this is an amazing card. Like I said, I know the timing's kind of not the best because, again, with link summoning all starting up, but this is one of the best pendulum monsters I've seen. And like I said, it is almost on that level of like pendulum god cards. So definitely awesome. I need the card mainly just because it's Odd Eyes and Starving Venom fused together. But I think this could actually be a very useful card. And I think we'll see more cards like this in the future too. I really don't think pendulums are going to be dead after these new rules. I feel like people are going to understand new ways of using them. And I think we'll see them again. I think something will happen. For some reason, I feel like something's going to change on that. And now moving on, we have the new DDD monster. It is DDD Superdoom King Darkness Armageddon. Like I said before, it is an XC pendulum. It also has the scale of 1. It is a rank 8 monster, 3,500 attack and 3,000 defense. Its pendulum effect is once per turn, if there is a DD card in your pendulum zone, you can special summon one DDD XC monster from your extra deck, except DDD Superdoom King Darkness Armageddon. So it can't summon itself. And then also its monster effect, first off what it's used to bring it out is 2 level 8 DDD monsters to XC summon into it, and then the monster effect is when this card is XC summoned, you can take 1 face-up DD Pendulum monster from your extra deck and attach it to this card as an XC material. Pendulum monsters you control cannot be destroyed by card effects. Once per turn, you can detach 1 XC material from this card, then target monsters your opponent controls equal to the number of Pendulum monsters you control, destroy them. And then the last effect is if this card is destroyed in the monster zone, you can place this card in your Pendulum zone. Alright, so first off, I'm kind of surprised to see that some people weren't too happy with this card. I know they saw Odd Eye's Venom Dragon, and they were kind of disappointed with this one, and honestly, this is another Pendulum I would put on that level of like almost being like a god card, sort of, you know, because I guess Arc 5 didn't really have god cards in it, but I'd almost consider this to be, you know, sort of like one. Like, pretty much, like I said, with Odd Eye's Venom is another one I would consider, and like Zark is another one that I think of as like being sort of a god card level Pendulum monster, if that makes any sense. And it's the same with this one too, because with that Pendulum effect, first off, if you have a DD card in your Pendulum zone, then you can special summon a DDD XC monster from your extra deck. And of course, you can't summon him, you know, you can't like summon another one of him, but still, you're able to just choose one of your DDD XC monsters and then just special summon it from your extra deck. That is a really good effect. You don't have to worry about materials, anything like that. I mean, you can get Kali Yuga. There's plenty of other XCs that you can just bring out with that. So that is actually a really good effect, first off. And then also with its monster effect, yeah, it has to be, you know, 2 level 8 DDD monsters bringing out. That's not too crazy, you know, to XC summon for it. That shouldn't be too much problem. Really with DDDs anyway, though, the fusions are almost the best just because they seem like the easiest ones to bring out. That's why I kind of wish this was a fusion in a way. But still, with that, I mean, that's not tough to bring out with DDD monsters. And then just all these effects you're getting. First off, your Pendulum monsters cannot be destroyed by card effects. You know, it's able to protect them, which is really good, seeing as the Pendulum zones have moved with the new rules. That's actually a really good effect. And then not only that, you're able to take one of your face-up DD Pendulum monsters from your extra deck and attach it to it as a material. So you're able to gain another material from this. Also, you can detach one of those materials and target monsters your opponent controls, and you're able to destroy them up to the number of Pendulum monsters you control. So if you have a lot of Pendulum monsters out there, there you go. I mean, you have at least one, I guess, with him, so you're able to get some destruction, and possibly, if you Pendulum summon a lot of different cards in your side of the field, you could just destroy your opponent's field, technically, with that effect. So that could be really good. And then the last part, too, is that if it's destroyed in the monster zone, you can just send it back to the Pendulum zone, just like Odd Eye's Venom. So it's another card, too, that can kind of bring itself back and go into Pendulum zone, and then you have that Pendulum effect that you can just activate afterwards. So, again, really amazing card. Another one that I think is going to be a lot of fun to use. Unfortunately, like I keep bringing up, it seems like such a weird time to have, you know, such really cool Pendulum monster just because the rule changes. But like I keep saying, I know I sound like a broken record, but seriously, with this game, the way it's going to change and everything, it's going to be just like anything else. You know, when Synchro monsters first announced, we didn't think we would see any forms of summoning besides Synchros. Obviously, they came back, you know, same with XCs. They basically made it so we wouldn't use Synchro monsters anymore, and then everything came back. Pendulums, same way. I have a feeling it'll be the same with Link Summoning, although this is probably the biggest change in Yu-Gi-Oh! Ever with Link Summoning, with the rules that we've had, you know, just really getting turned on their head. I still feel like within the first couple of sets, we're going to start seeing Pendulums again. We're going to see everything. I feel like at the beginning, though, it will mainly be Link monsters and rituals, but I really do think all the different forms of summoning, we're going to see them again, and it might be kind of slow at the beginning, but I feel like Yu-Gi-Oh! Will pick up speed even again with these new rules. But that's just my opinion on it. I could be totally wrong. I might be, you know, 100% right. That's just kind of a, you know, something I'm thinking going with what we've seen in the past. So, yeah, what do you guys think about these cards? Do you like them? Do you not like them so much? For me, I want these cards. I need both of them, mainly just because what they are. I mean, a new Odd Eye's Fusion Pendulum, and then also a DDD monster that is an XC Pendulum. I need the card right there just for that, and the artworks are amazing. And both their effects, like I said, it is almost on the level of like a god card. So I think both of them are going to be amazing to use, and I can't wait to see like replays where people are actually going to be using both these and being able to win the duel with ease. So definitely awesome, and I can't wait to pick them up. Like I said, we'll have a Japanese opening when they come out in the collector's pack, and I'm sure we'll get them either added to a pack for us or something. I think we'll get them pretty quickly, probably even this year, but nothing's been confirmed on that just yet, so people know. But yeah, just tell me what you guys think on that. Love them or hate them. Be sure to like this video if you enjoyed it. And of course, a link to everything I talked about in the description, and be sure to subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh! News, and I will catch you guys later. See ya.